Hey everyone! So please excuse me, I'm filming on a new computer today, so I'm not really sure where to look. But this is going to be a video, it's going to be kind of my tips on how I got over anxiety and depression. And I've gotten a lot of requests from this since I did my anxiety and depression video, which was over a year ago. It's become like my most viewed video. I get tons of emails about it. I try really hard to reply to most of the emails that I get, but a lot of them go into spam and stuff, so I just wanted to take this opportunity to say that if you have emailed me and I haven't emailed you back, please email me again if you're watching this video, because I do try to reply to everyone. It just gets in spam or I don't see it. And so yeah, so I get a lot of questions of what's helped me personally with my anxiety and depression and how I got over it. And I honestly don't think I have gotten over it. I have my good days and my bad days. I have more good than bad, but some days are still a struggle. So I'm just going to give you some tips on what has helped me. A lot of people have asked me what medication I've been on and stuff like that, and I don't feel comfortable sharing that, mostly because what has helped me might not help you, and it's a very individual thing. So I don't like to say like, oh, this worked for me, so it will definitely work for you, because it won't. So I don't really see the point in sharing that, since it's what my doctor thought would help me. And the same goes for these tips. Some of them you might think are really dumb. They aren't, like, they won't work for you if you think that, they're just stupid. Like, that's completely fine. A lot of them are common sense to people who don't have depression and anxiety. So also, I'm a girl, and if you're a guy, these might not be things that you would personally want to try or do, but I'm just saying that these things help me, and I'm just trying to help anyone that I can. And also, sorry, my nose itches. If you are hurting yourself, or if you are thinking about hurting yourself, first of all, know that you shouldn't be doing that. You're not, like, you are worth so much more than that, and you're an incredible human being. But please get the help that you need. I have a therapist and I see a doctor to get medication, and please, if you are hurting yourself or you're thinking about it, please seek the help that you need, because you're going to need more than these tips. These are like holistic or homeopathic ways that I got over it, and I couldn't have done it without the help of my parents and a good support system, as well as a therapist. So please, and if you know someone who is hurting themselves, please get them to see someone who can really help them. So also, I just wanted to say that in the next few days, I'm going to be putting specific information on my blog of what helped me. I'm just going to kind of be giving generalized ideas now. This is like the longest intro ever. So please check that out, and I'll put the link in the down bar. And like I've said before, it's a daily struggle. Some days are harder than others, but you just have to look towards the good days and how good you feel on those good days. If I can do it, anyone can do it, believe me. So the first tip that really helped me was exercise. And yes, it might seem like common sense, but anything that gets you up and moving, it's not necessarily to help you lose weight, although I did lose some weight when I did start exercising. And, like when I was depressed, I would just lay in bed and do nothing. And you need to do something that kind of gets you up, gets you moving. For me, I did like yoga. You can join a gym. Even if you just are watching TV and you just walk in place for the entire episode, that's doing more than you would have done, and that's going to help you feel healthier and help you feel better. Something else I did want to say about that was, when I started exercising, like going to the gym and stuff, my heart would start beating really, really fast, and it would make me really panicky, because that just really reminded me of a panic attack. And so I would get really nervous, but I just looked at it as an opportunity to help me calm myself down and recognize the signs that this is not a panic attack. My heart's just beating really fast because I'm working out, just calm down. And it helped me like self-talk and kind of keep myself down. So that is something to remember, that if you do suffer from panic attacks, to remember that when you do exercise, your heart will beat really fast, and it might remind you of something bad like a panic attack, but it's not. So that's what happened to me personally. Another thing that helped me is making a playlist of songs that I could listen to like in the morning when I'm getting ready, or when like I'm in the car driving, or really anything, just songs that like help motivate you and help you get through the day. I personally love country music, which I know not a lot of people do, but those songs kind of help me kind of get through. Like I like sayings and mantras, and like during the day I'll just be like, oh, keep on keeping on, or let it be, or things from songs, and just kind of exploring music and exploring just positive energy like that in songs and stuff really helped me get through it. So just make a playlist of your favorite songs, burn it onto a CD or put it on your iPod or whatever, and just listen to it, and it'll help you feel better. Number 3 would be journaling. And this is kind of a hard thing to get into because it's like a habit and it takes 21 days to make a habit. So you just have to keep doing it. And sometimes it can get super frustrating, but it's definitely something that you want to keep doing. Not only does it keep a record of your good days and your bad days, and you're able to look back and see how much you have progressed, but it helps you let out your feelings. And like, I know it sounds so corny, but it really does help. Like, even if I didn't feel like journaling, if I was just laying in bed and just like feeling panicky or just sad, I would just like scribble on a page or like draw really stupid pictures or just like stab it with a pen and like put the date on the top, and that's what I was feeling that day, and that was fine. And I just wrote what I did that day, and just random things, and it really helps you not keep everything in your head, which a lot of people with depression and anxiety do. You just keep it in your head, and you don't really express it a lot, and it just helps you feel like relieved. Like sometimes after a journal I would just cry because I would just be like, oh, it just feels so good to get that out somewhere. And another thing is, if you're living with people, or your parents, or you're living with a significant other, it is important that you keep boundaries and you keep your journal private. You don't want to be writing it and thinking like, oh crap, like what if my boyfriend reads this? Like, you want to have healthy, appropriate boundaries, and let the people in your life know that this is something that's private and not something that you want to be read. It's not that you're intentionally writing bad things or mean things about people. You just want your place to express yourself, without having to worry about what other people are going to say if they see it. So that's really important. And there are also some really cute journals out there. I'll put on my blog where I get my journals. Like, they're adorable, and so you don't feel like you're doing homework on like a boring lined paper. And a lot of places you can get them really inexpensively too. Even at the dollar store, you get a really cute journal where you could just write it. So that was my tip number 3. It's a weird three. And my tip number 4, it kind of goes with number 3, and that's making lists. And I would do this in my journal. And what I did for 6 months was every night before I went to bed, I would write something that I was thankful for. And, it would be like family, friends, And once you kind of run out of those, then you start really thinking about what you're thankful for in your life, once you run out of the like generalized ones. And it really helped me because even if I was having the worst day ever, I could always think of something new that I was thankful for. And that really made me feel good. I could go back and read them, and I even typed it up, and it's on my computer, so that if I'm ever having a bad day, like, I can just look at it and be like, oh, okay, like, my life really isn't that bad. And just making lists, sorry, all the dogs are barking, and just making lists of different things like that, just things that you love, just like random lists like that really help you get down, like, in a very like concrete form, like what you like, and like what's good, and like stuff like that. So that really helped me, and it helped me put things really into perspective as well. Number 5. Um, for many people, turning to some sort of religion, or like a different way of thinking helps people get over their depression and anxiety, because it helps them look at things in a different way, kind of outside of themselves, and to kind of give you a purpose. And for me, I read a bunch of books on Buddhism, and I like fell in love with it. I love yoga and like the philosophy behind yoga, being kind to all living things. And Buddhism, it's not the same thing, but it's based like on the same principles. And it really helped me look at things in a different way. It wasn't, for me, it wasn't like worshiping something, or, worshiping Buddha or like anything like that. It was more of a, just thinking about things in a different way, thinking of, human suffering as a whole, and it just made me feel like I was part of something bigger than myself laying in bed being depressed or having a panic attack. So that really helped me, and I know for a lot of people, turning to a religion or something like that does help a lot of people. And if you're not religious, doing something like a charity, or helping others in any way can really help you kind of step outside of yourself and look at the good that you can do for other people, and how you can help people. And even if you are religious, that's definitely something you could do. Volunteering, finding something in your community that makes you feel like you're part of something bigger than, you know, just yourself and just feeling sad. So that definitely helped me a lot. My computer's so weird. It keeps like flashing in and out. Anyway, the next one is you need to celebrate the smallest achievements. Even if you could only go to school for one class or you only went to school for an hour, celebrate it. Like, make a huge deal out of it. Make yourself feel good about achieving something, because for most people, it's like not a big deal. They just go to school, go to work. And I completely envy them, because for me, sometimes going to school is just like a minute by minute struggle. Like, I'm just so scared I'm gonna have a panic attack, or I'm just so sad, I'm just so into myself that day that like every second of it is a struggle. And there are just some people who can do it and there are some people who can't. And if I'm having a particularly bad day, when I get home, I like, and I just, I'm done everything and I've accomplished something, and I like to reward myself, like either, doing my nails or taking a bubble bath or whatever for you will reward yourself. Do it and celebrate it like it's the biggest achievement. And this is also something that you can get your family and your friends involved in, because a lot of times when someone that you love is depressed or feels anxious, a lot of times you don't know what to do to help them. And probably a lot of your friends and family are feeling that way. They just don't really know what to do, and they don't know what to say. And saying like, look, like if I do this, like let's go out to dinner, or let's go to the movies, or let's do this together, go for a walk. Like, just saying to them like, look, like do this with me, like let's accomplish this. They'll feel like they're more involved, and they'll feel um, like they can actually help you, and they can do something to help you, and they can keep you motivated towards that goal. So if for one day it's only an hour, then you can be like, okay, if I can go to school for a whole day, then I'll reward myself in this way. And like, just keep track of it, make a calendar, just do anything to just make yourself feel good. And I think I have two more. So my next one is have a panic buddy. That might sound a little weird, but mine is either my mom or my boyfriend, and it's a person who you call or text or see when you're having a panic attack, or if you're just feeling really, really depressed. For me personally, I don't like it when I'm having a panic attack if someone says, you're fine, don't worry about it, like you'll get over it, it'll stop. Because for me, in that moment, I am not fine. I don't feel fine at all. And yeah, I am going to worry, and I'm not going to get over it because it sucks. And, I just don't like when people say that. So I told my mom, my boyfriend beforehand, like, if I call you or text you, we have like a code word, then I need you to help me get through it by distracting me. Like, let's talk about baseball or what I did earlier that day, or, something else, so that I can get through it. So whatever works for you, whatever you need the person to say to you to help you get through it, if you can't do it by yourself, then set up your kind of support system there, so that they can help you, and they feel good because they were helping you get through it, and you feel good because you got through it. So my last one is you need to have, well, you don't need to, but I did, have a schedule or routine and stick to it. I have to wake up super early in the morning so that I have time to eat and get ready and do everything on my time. Because if I feel rushed, or if I feel like I'm not doing everything right, like I get panicked, and it can kind of start your entire day off bad. So what I would do is, make a schedule, and believe me, if I can wake up early, anyone can wake up early. Like, I've become really old and started going to bed at like 10 o'clock because I wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning. So, and before I was like going to bed at like 4 o'clock in the morning and waking up at 2 in the afternoon. So if I can do it, you can do it. It's hard. But you just need to train yourself to get up the second the alarm goes off, which is very, very hard, believe me. um, and just have a schedule that you can stick to, but challenges you at the same time. So it can't be lie in bed all day and cry and watch movies, because that's not going to help you. So it'll be like, get up, like eat breakfast, give yourself enough time to complete those tasks so you're not rushing or feeling, anxious about having to get things done. And that's it. Depression and anxiety is really hard and it sucks, but if I can get through it, you can get through it. it's so hard and it's a daily struggle. It's not something that I've gotten over and that I can talk about like it's in the past, because it's still very much in my present and it's still going to be in my future. And it's not easy, but I know you can do it. Um, like always, you can email me, you can tweet me. Sounds weird, but you can. Um, or I'm going to put this stuff on my blog in the next few days. Um, and I'll put a link in the downboard to everything. Just have a great day, everyone. Just try to stay positive. I'm sending you huge hugs and positive vibes, and let's get through this together. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.